Hey guys, it's Ep26 here, and welcome back to episode 26 of my Manchester City career mode. Now in today's episode we're going to be finishing off the summer transfer window. We're also going to be playing a game against Swansea as well, and hopefully trying to sign a couple of new players. Probably just one, to be totally honest, but we'll wait and see what happens and what sort of offers we get in and that sort of thing. But when basically the position we left off in the last episode was a situation where we were starting to sell a couple of players. Iheanacho, we sold Ambrose last episode. We're on the cusp of selling Iheanacho, and in fact confirmation of that is here. Iheanacho has been sold to Athletic Bilbao for £23.5 million. We get £21 million of that, and that is added to our budget. I did it reluctantly, but I did it because I felt we had to really. It wasn't going to get much game time with Sanchez coming in, so that is the reason why we have sold him. Before we get into today's episode though, if we could try and hit 100 likes, I would really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel or just haven't subscribed yet, then please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. That'd be absolutely fantastic. And yeah, let's crack on with today's episode. Let's take a look at the monthly scouting update. Not that we'll be able to sign, to be honest, I don't think any of them, because we are really full at the moment. That guy's potential there is incredible. Really want to sign him up. We just don't have enough space in the Youth Academy. So I think we'll leave this for now until we get into a position where we do actually have some space in the Youth Academy. Saul, again, can play about his role at the club. He's my starting centre mid, or one of them. So I don't know why he's can play about his role. He's starting his next game against Swansea as well. So I'm really unsure why he's saying that. He has said that before as well. There's one definite aim for this episode, and that is to try and get rid of some players. We've got a lot of players still at the club that we don't need. Wilfred Bonney, Nasri, just to name a couple of them. And there's a lot more as well. Jason Denayer, I don't think we've even sold him yet. But let's take a look at the situation that we're currently in. We are going to hopefully be trying to sign Bonucci, the centre-back. They have actually accepted the £36 million bid that we put in last episode, and that means we can progress through into his contract situation. He's going to be replacing Otamendi, who we're going to be selling hopefully in today's episode, and we are going to offer him 170 grand a week, a 3-year contract, and a crucial first-team player. Yes, he's 30 years old, which means that he's either going to stay that overall or he's going to start declining in the next couple of years, but I'm going to go with it anyway, because we really need another quality centre-back like him. Asberg coming in and saying they don't believe Wilfred Bonney's worth that much. In the last episode, we asked for a little bit more money. I think it was maybe £2 or £3 million more, not much more, but they've come back and said they don't believe it's worth that. And Barcelona have come back and said they're willing to pay £14 million for Otamendi. He's worth 15. I'm still going to ask for 16, to be honest. We asked for 18, I think, last episode, so we have decreased it slightly. One of our youngsters from the Youth Academy joins us now, which is good to see in the senior setup, so it frees up a space in the Youth Academy as well. So we will be signing up this Brazilian guy who looks really, really good, high potential on him, so it'd be nice to sign him up, and we will hopefully add a few more of those players in the next couple of weeks. It's just very frustrating that you can't seem to add any more than a set amount of players. We'll also try and add a guy called Alfie Allen as well from our Youth Academy. We're going to try and add some more in as soon as they're sort of good enough for their age. We'll try and promote them and free up some space in the Youth Academy so we can actually sign some of these high quality players that have been scouted. We might also look at this guy as well. Looks a decent Brazilian guy. We'll offer him a contract and again see what he looks like when he joins us. Rondon's moved to Bayern Munich. Interesting, £13.5 million, a very strange one. But if she accepts the contract offer, that means he can now join us. It's going to be for £36 million, and I'm really happy with that signing. It's another player added into our squad that I think will add some real quality. So he'll join us, and he'll obviously be the starting centre-back alongside Vincent Kompany now, add some proper quality. I mean, is he one of the, I think he's higher rated, isn't he, than Vincent Kompany? Yeah, he is, and he'll just slot in on the left-hand side, already improving our defence massively. Really happy with that one. He's got decent pace on him as well for his age and his ability. It's quite incredible set of stats that he's got here. So really happy with that one. 6'3" as well. Adds even more height into that defence. Now we've got a bit of a task trying to sell Otamendi. Hopefully Barcelona are willing to pay the extra few £1 million for him. And it seems like they will. £16 million is what they're going to match, and that could be Otamendi out the door hopefully in the next few days. Player sold. That's Otamendi gone. £14 million added onto our budget there. A really sort of quick sale, to be honest, of Otamendi. Good to see him go because I didn't feel like I was going to use him that much. Of course, he was our starting centre-back, not so long back, but I wanted to improve it, and I don't think it's good allowing that sort of player to sit on the bench or in the reserves. So we did decide to let him go, and hopefully you guys are okay with that one because I think it was best really for Otamendi. We've got another player coming into our senior setup as well now, so again frees up another space. Seems like this guy's looking pretty good as well. Lots of really good Brazilians, which is good to see. So we can add them eventually obviously into our senior team as well. But yeah, I need to, I think, now look at those youngsters that have come into the senior team and decide whether we're going to loan them out or keep them in the club and train them. So yeah, this guy I think we've just recently signed up, I think at the start of the episode, has a really good potential. I'm 66 overall currently, and I think we're going to loan him out so we can get a bit more experience. It's tempting to train him here, but I think a loan might be better for this guy. Haven't quite decided whether I should play this game against Swansea or sim it. With it being a home game, I'd usually sim it, but I'm just wondering whether we would have time for any other matches really in this episode if we sim this one. I think we will sim it, and we'll have time hopefully for the Stoke City game in a few weeks' time after the international break. So we're going with a very strong team here. Ederson will start in goal, Kyle Walker company, Benucci starts there, Bertrand, De Bruyne, Saul, Silva, Sanchez, Aguero and Sané. Sané scores from the penalty spot 5 minutes in. Really good start to the game, exactly what the start that we needed. I think we will skip it when we get to around the half-time point, and after we get a second goal, Sergio Aguero gets it. Now we'll skip, and it finishes 3-0. Perfect result because, as well as getting 3 points, we have no injuries as well, which is great to see. So that puts us up to first in the league, 9 points from a possible 9 in the opening 3 games of the season, which is obviously fantastic for us. And we've got another player from the academy joining us in the senior setup. So Alfie, they're going into our senior team. Not so sure what overall he is, but I think we'll find out soon. On to some player drills here. We're going to go with the exact same 5 players that we always go with. And Fernandes goes to 72 overall. That's good news for us. The young left back there also getting a little bit closer to the next overall. Obviously not that close, but it's a slight bit of movement there. Fernandes going up to 72 though is the main one. Okay, so now on to transfer deadline day. Again, still looking to just get rid of players. We need to get rid of the likes of Wilfred Bonney and Nasri still. Some really high paid players that would add a lot onto our budget as well. So got to try and get rid of them. No plans to bring anybody in now. We'll leave it until January if we do want to sign anybody else. A bid in for a player that we don't want to be selling, and it's from a team that I don't think have £57.5 million. Is it Eibar? Is that how you pronounce them, from the Spanish division? With a £57.5 million bid for Bernardo Silva. No idea where they've got that money from, and we're not going to accept anyway. Doesn't seem like we're going to get any more offers. 4 hours to go now, and I've not got any more offers since that Bernardo Silva one. Of course, a player that we had no intention of getting rid of, so not very helpful. And it might have to be that we have to wait until January and have to keep all of these players in the squad, which wouldn't be good, obviously, because then we'd start to get loads of messages from them saying they're not happy, they're not playing. But if no one comes in to buy them, then we can't really get rid of them. And that is it for transfer deadline day. A lot of players still at the club. Some player drills to do again this week. We are currently in the international break, so that means that we would usually have to change around the player drills, but these guys haven't actually been called up, so they do remain in the player drills. Some progress actually in the terms of the attributes there. No change really in overall. And Kevin De Bruyne, I think, has just been asking for a wage increase, so we'll take a look at that now. And no doubt it'll be a fairly decent wage increase for him. Yes, he wants an extra 70 grand a week, and that's without actually any extended years on his contract. Of course, I'm not going to go ahead with that. I'll give him an extra 70 grand a week, but he's got to sign another 1-year deal, which of course adds more value to what he is worth. He's 90 overall. Ultimately, when you have a 90 overall player, you're going to have to give them quite a lot a week, and 300 grand is overall not so bad for a 90 overall player. So yeah, we'll give him a crucial first team player, of course. Give him all the bonuses, make sure that he's keen to join. Kevin De Bruyne accepts that contract that we just offered him. Sadly, the youngster that I was trying to add from our youth academy has actually got a really high potential. He's a centre-forward English player, has actually declined the contract due to having too many players at the club. So that's a bit frustrating. I thought we'd actually got rid of quite a few players, which would have helped us out, but clearly we've added too many, so sadly won't be able to join us just yet. But on to the only game of today's episode, and that'll be against Stoke City. It's an away game, this one. We will, I think, go with a fairly strong team, but we will still make some changes. We've got a game against Benfica, I think, in a few days' time in the Champions League. Okay, this is a side I'll go with for the game against Stoke City. Ederson in goal here, Semedo at right back, Stones and Mangala as centre back, Mendy as our left back, Delph, Gundogan and Yaya Toure in midfield with Sterling, Lozano and Gabriel Jesus starting up front. So a decent enough team, but of course many changes due to the fact Benfica are in 3 days' time. A strong bench as well for us there with plenty of different options just in case we need them, Sergio Aguero being one of them. And yeah, let's wait and see, can we get ourselves another 3 points to make it 12 out of 12? Okay, here we go, away against Stoke City for this match in the Premier League. Of course, Stoke City are a very physical, strong team, so I'm a little bit worried in that sense maybe, although Yaya Toure already showing them his boss in the midfield. And yeah, hopefully we do have enough strength, enough power to get past them. It's always the worry when you play these sort of physical sides, particularly in attack, that you don't have enough strength. But we might have just proven that wrong very early on. Gabriel Jesus slots one away. It's 1-0, and we're only a few minutes into this game. We won it back brilliantly, I think, with Lozano. 3 minutes in, it's 1-0 already. That's a sort of quick start that we were definitely after. Wasn't expecting it, but you can see the way that we just win it back here off Shawcross. And it's a fantastic finish past Jack Butland, and yeah, winning this game. Delph still going, looking for a ball through. Gundogan didn't really take it in his stride very well at all, did he? He was very wooden there when he received the ball. Very frustrating because that was a good little pass through. Great opportunity for Gundogan. Lozano here trying to keep hold of it but loses out. Delph, yes, that's brilliant. Got to look for Yaya Toure. Doesn't quite make the right run, but he finds his way through. It's a dreadful shot. It's the only place where Jack Butland was going to save it. Sterling into Gabriel Jesus. He's looking on the turn to shoot and it's blocked. Corner for us here, 30 minutes into this game, still remains 1-0. Going to play it short to Raheem Sterling. Good ball in, Lozano's in there. Don't think he was ever going to be much of a threat though, he's not a particularly tall player. Gabriel Jesus runs his way through, then slots it home. That's 2 goals for Gabriel Jesus, 2 goals for us as well. It's 2-0. What a strike that is. What a run as well. Just managed to find a way through the defence. Don't really challenge him. It's a couple of minutes before half-time. Look at this. From the edge of the box, just runs his way through. No challenge, really. And smashes it past Butland. 2-0. What a way to end the first half. Okay, it's half-time. It's 2-0. Obviously, at the moment, a really good result for us. And we've managed to get away from the worry of not being able to perform against Stoke, who actually haven't been as physical as I expected them to be. 0 shots, 0 on target. And a real good game for us here, which is fantastic to see. Good performance. And I've got to try and get Gabriel Jesus' hat-trick, ideally. Fantastic play, Gundogan. Oh, I didn't want it out wide there, but Mendy will put it across anyway. Yaya's in the middle. Couldn't stretch to get on the end of it. Gundogan still going here. Looking for a way through. He's going to have to shoot himself. Good save by the goalkeeper. Maybe should have aimed for a better sort of corner. It wasn't really into the corner. It was a difficult strike. He was under pressure, but at the end, it's kind of right down the middle, to be honest. It's another corner for us. Fabian Delphi going to try and deliver into the front post as ever, but it's ended up closer to the penalty spot and punched away. Raheem Sterling into Gundogan. Can he redeem himself? It's going to be another corner. I think we'll play it short, but we won't go for a cross. We'll look for a pass into the middle. Gabriel Jesus now going to go for a bit more of a chip and fight his way through. It's a hat-trick for Gabriel Jesus. He has fought his way through. He's got his 3rd goal of the game, and it's all come from a bit of a different sort of corner. 30 minutes left of this match. And that short corner that ended up being sort of a pass into the box has resulted in a goal for us. It's 3-0, and it's going to be a really comfortable win, I think, here. 30 minutes left of this game. Nice little toe poke for his hat-trick. Okay, so all 3 changes now to finish off this game. The final 20 minutes left. Moreno, Diaz, and also Fernandez coming on. That means Yaya Toure, Raheem Sterling, and Gabriel Jesus are all going to come off. Some big names coming off there, of course. Lozano's going to now play up front, and we'll see how that goes, unless Moreno will go play up front for the final 20 minutes, and hopefully we can add to the scoreline further. We'll have to wait and see what sort of effect those changes have. Lozano doing well, looking for a good pass. He's found it through Diaz. Oh, what a turn. Just over the bar. Really good opportunity. Interesting sort of acrobatics there from him, but he nearly found the back of the net. Good bit of play again. This time the substitute getting involved. Just diverts it over the bar though. Moreno into the path of Gundogan. Great opportunity for him to add to the scoreline. He doesn't. Saved by the goalkeeper. Fernandez keeps it in and goes for a cross. And that's well over hit. Stoke City with 1 or 2 chances here late on. We are into the 90th minute now. It might be a final opportunity for them. Shaqiri into the front post. And it's into their striker, I think. And he's going to hold this one up and try and do something with it. Goes for another cross. And it's headed away really well. Final corner, played it short to Peters, and Antovic going to look for a cross here. It's going into the back post. Ederson catches, that should be it. It is a 3-0 win. A Gabriel Jesus hat-trick there gets us 3 points, and that's a really, really good performance from us. In particular from Gabriel Jesus, of course, who got all the goals for us. Really good performance from him, and he takes the match ball home. Before we end today's episode, we are going to get on with some more player drills. Exact same players as ever. We are going to continue to train them up for the next few weeks, probably until January, to be honest. We've got a few attributes there going up, no change in overall. Fernandez getting a little bit closer to 73 overall, but doesn't quite get there just yet. And we'll take a look at some of these emails. If there's anything important, youth player wanting out. That is Moraz. Moraz wanting out. I don't think we've got any space to add him into our team, which is a bit frustrating. Still wasn't happy with his role at the club. Again, not really too sure why. He's our starter alongside De Bruyne and Sol in midfield. So a bit of a strange message there. We will try and get him some more game time, of course, but I can only play him when he's fully fit. So that'll be everything for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and hit 100 likes, then I would really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel or just haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well. That'd be absolutely fantastic. And I'll see you guys next time for another episode. Thanks for watching and goodbye.